Welcome to the Wisconsin Association for Gifted and Talented's Creativity webinar. This project is funded through a grant from the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction. Creativity is an essential attribute for 21st century learning. As young people prepare for an ever-changing world, the ability to think unconventionally, question the norm, imagine new scenarios, and produce astonishing work will make a difference, not only for our students, but for society as a whole. This webinar is designed to accompany the Wisconsin Association for Talented and Gifted's Creativity Guide, which is available as a free download on the internet at WATG.org.
Creativity is enigmatic. It is everywhere. Everyone knows it is important. Our kids need this skill for the 21st century. Creativity in schools is just a slice of this huge concept. But how, when, and what about content? Creativity needs context. It has to fit with a problem, goal, or project. The WATG Creativity Guide is a user-friendly, manageable primer to this body of knowledge. With usable charts, forms, and handouts, the guide can give you a start.
Characteristics of the creatively gifted child. While creatively gifted and talented youth may excel in the visual or performing arts, creativity manifests itself in far broader realms such as science, history, language, engineering, and more. Characteristics of these children may include being sensitive, alertness, using language rich in imagery, symbolism, and persuasion, being self-disciplined, curious, improvises with common materials, possessing a zany sense of humor, able to resist group pressure, exhibiting adaptability and resiliency, attracted to complexity, may need time alone, an intuitive sense. Bertie Kingor is known for developing a profile chart that builds on the work of Janice Zabos and helps distinguish between students who are high achievers, gifted learners, or creative thinkers. The columns are not meant to be exclusive, as some students may possess characteristics from different columns, while others may tend to be more singular in their profile. Identifying the creatively gifted child. Generating original ideas may be seen as the basis of creative potential, and thus it is helpful to exercise potential through the active process of creativity, emphasizing process over product. For young children, creativity exists not only in the development process, but when original, high quality, and genuinely significant products are developed. Generally, judging creativity using completed products after time has passed yields accurate assessment of creativity. The challenge then comes in predicting who will be creative in adulthood using traits and behaviors manifested in children. At any given time, a creative talent may be emerging, growing in the individual. Among published tests of creativity, two seem most popular, those from Paul Torrance and those from Sylvia Rim. In addition to a summary of these instruments, WATG has developed several tools to help with the identification of the creatively gifted child. These tools are designed to cast a wide net of screening for creative children. As with any process of identification, it is important to use multiple criteria and to include a portfolio of creative artifacts or products. Recognizing that some creativity may man itself in non-traditional ways, it is helpful to look at creativity in its various guises. Awareness of how creativity is expressed by students from underrepresented populations will lead to more inclusive identification and servicing of creative children. These tools are not meant to say that one particular child is creative while another is not, but rather provide a range of evidence of creative intensities from which to base services for the child. Nomination for creative talent is designed to be completed by a parent, guardian, or other adult who wants to nominate a child for services. Indicators of potential creative talent forms are used to gather more detailed information from those who know a child, including parent or guardian, child, and teachers of the student. Indicators of potential creative talent teacher jot-down form is used to screen the whole population of a school with teacher use throughout. 16 descriptors are noted. Teachers keep the tool handy for a period of time, and as that behavior is demonstrated, the student's name is written in the box.
Creativity is a basic human instinct to make something new. The theory section of this guide offers various perspectives that give structure and meaning to this concept. We use perception and persistence to identify needs. We synthesize information to solve problems and to make the world a better place. Gruber said, "Creativity is the work of a lifetime and not just a moment of aha. It is a process of insight and motivation, not a flash of lightning." In keeping with his other studies, Gardner believes creativity is an aspect of each of the 8 intelligences. A creative person solves problems, fashions products, or poses new questions within a domain in a way that is initially considered to be unusual, but is eventually accepted. The study of how scientists and technicians work revealed unique traits that mirror qualities of creative people. This style of approaching a problem is called divergent production. The traits of divergent production are fluency, novelty, flexibility, synthesizing ability, analyzing ability, reorganization, degree of complexity, and evaluation. The convergent intellect emphasizes what is known and exists and saves that information. A divergent intellect is one that revises what is known, what will be, and builds new information.
Gifted students' thinking is more complex with abstract inferences and more diverse perception than is typical of high achievers. The ideas and words of Paul Torrance, Kathy Goff, Jane Pierto, Joyce Van Tassel-Baska, Sally Reese, and Joe Renzulli provide a wealth of inspiration for teachers. Wise teachers can offer a curriculum with plenty of opportunities for creative behaviors. They make adjustments that call for original work, independent learning, self-initiated projects, and experimentation. It is important to foster creativity in every realm of the curriculum. Having a physical classroom environment conducive to creativity is an important element. Develop deep knowledge in a domain by exposing students to major areas of thought. Develop personal motivation and passion by broad exposure to cultural and cultural events. Encourage and display children's creative work, but avoid evaluating it. We show children that their ideas have value by listening to their ideas and considering them. Be mindful in your interactions with students, as your words have legs, wings, and immense power. Use them for good. Educators are developing an awareness that some school and societal structures may work against creative children. Creative children may not operate well under time-bound situations. Remember, creativity is about good thinking rather than quick thinking. The WATG Creativity Guide offers a sample menu of school programs designed to serve the creatively gifted student. Parenting the creatively gifted child. Parenting to foster creativity is a dynamic experience. Author Elizabeth Gilbert states, "You have to be open to creativity when it comes to you, but be able to persevere when it doesn't." It is natural for young children to learn creativity by dancing, singing, storytelling, playing make-believe, and so forth. Noted researchers Paul Torrance and Kathy Goff note that adults may unintentionally try to kill creativity, such as insisting that children do things just one right way, which kills the urge to try new ways, pressuring children to be realistic or to stop imagining. Avoid making comparisons with other children. This is a subtle pressure on a child to conform, yet the essence of creativity is freedom to conform. or not to conform. Nancy Robinson notes that creative children can be unpredictable, unconventional, messy, and emotionally liable. Robinson offers suggestions for what parents can do to foster creativity. Create safe space. Read children's production receptively. Encourage multiple solutions. Encourage independence. Preserve free time. Preserve privacy. Respect gumption. Teach skills. Provide stuff. And provide models of artists, musicians, innovators, inventors at work.
The chief enemy of creativity is good sense, in the words of Pablo Picasso. This chapter gives readers a few starting points for resources and suggestions of ways to incorporate creative thinking into the school day. In this era of No Child Left Behind and annual assessments, there's a tendency to dismiss creative thinking as a waste of time. In reality, if children assume they should just think about it for a while, they may be more likely to figure out a problem or a question on their own if they have the confidence to think things through no matter what the situation. Using the scamper technique can encourage students to look at problems or situations from varying perspectives. Substitute. What else could be used instead? Combine. What can you combine or bring together somehow? Combine purposes, combine ideas. Adapt. What else is like this? What other idea does this suggest? Modify. Can you change the item in some way? Change the meaning, the color, motion, sound, smell, form, or shape? Put to other uses. How can you put the thing to different or other uses? Eliminate. Remove something, eliminate waste, reduce time. Rearrange. Interchange components. Put them in other patterns, other layouts, or other sequences. The more think time for students will produce the more creative responses. Two of the key components to a growing economy in the 21st century are innovation and invention. Daniel Pink, in his book A Whole New Mind, reminds us that recent successful business ventures are for items we didn't know we needed, such as cell phones, bottled water, iPads, and the digital video recorder, to name a few. This chapter gives some resources for infusing creativity, invention, and innovation into core academic subjects. As a global society, we need creative scientists, creative engineers, political leaders. We need creativity in all areas.
Creativity blooms in certain situations. This chapter describes what that looks like across categories of human pursuits and lists personal qualities and non-qualities of a creative individual.
There are many ready-to-use materials and programs to use right away with students in classrooms or after-school clubs. Again, the internet opens the door to multiple resources. The websites, organizations, and programs listed in this chapter have a long history and a record of successfully engaging students in activity that requires perseverance, problem solving, collaboration, and creativity. Here are a few programs you might want to start with: Future Problem Solving, Odyssey of the Mind, Destination Imagination, First Lego League, and think about trying improvisational theater, games, and activities for the classroom. These programs will help us teach students how to think, not what to think.
We hope you have found the information in this webinar and in the WATG Creativity Guide useful. Realize that this is just a start. For the project to grow, we need your input as well. Please feel free to submit your ideas for contributions, enhancements, and revisions via email to watg@watg.org. Thank you for viewing and enjoy your creativity.